Do you still have those nightmares, baby? Where you see me, you still tell yourself you hate me. Won't believe it lately. I know I'm still the villain of your story. You look me in the eyes like you don't even know me. Didn't kill you, but I was there too, I was there too. You look me in the eyes like you don't even love me. You don't even know 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 me. Maybe I can't learn my lesson. The same intentions, I can't find that same connection. Do you remember? I know I'm still the villain of your story. You look me in the eyes like you don't even know me. Didn't kill you, but I was there too, I was there too. You look me in the eyes like you don't even love me. You don't even know me. Don't even love. 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 You don't even know. You don't even know me.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so what's been happening? Has everyone had a great weekend? Here in Cairns, in Queensland, Australia, it is Monday morning. It's just on 10, just after 10 a.m. in the morning. Having a cup of coffee, getting ready to slap some digital magic. Couple of shout outs to go out this morning before we kick off. So just had an interesting conversation with the team at local, Australia-wide, I suppose globally, game store called Spectrum Gaming. We're in the having a few chats about different types of cards and different types of gaming accessories, etc. Really cool crew there, really helpful. I put in a little small order for the Tron deck that I've been talking about on stream, just for a few cards that I want to foil out for my deck. Really helpful. I actually, with my ineptitude and big thumbs, completed my order before I'd actually completed my order. And they were more than happy to help me out and just sort of sort out my own error and add some extra cards that I basically had thought that I'd put into my cart before I checked out, but I hadn't. So yeah, super friendly, super helpful, bunch of great guys. Really recommend them, and obviously all in all, I highly recommend supporting these sort of smaller businesses where possible, because you just get that personalised service that some of the majors sometimes forget. So feel free. Yeah, good guys. So that's Spectrum Gaming. Feel free to check them out, and I'll put some links into the show notes on YouTube as well. So, okay, all right. So, without further ado, let's get into it, I guess. Been sort of a good weekend for all in all. So let's have a bit of a looky see. We're currently sitting at just inside Diamond Tier 4. So we've got Diamond Tier 3, 2 and 1 before we get to Mythic. So hopefully we'll be able to do a bit of that today, as far as get some wins. I'd rather that we don't end up backward. So as long as we're making forward traction, that'd be good. What else we got here? So I had a look at the store last night when I jumped on for a little bit. And although I'm really tempted to pick up the Stormfist Crusader just because it's cool, we're pretty light on gold. So I really want to get enough gold together so that we can do this festival on the edge. So it's 2,500. So we basically need another 900 gold ish before we do it. Yeah, just for the styles now. We like to play through those anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What else we got here? Yeah, so yesterday, that's probably a good point. Been playing through using this. Let's have a look at this deck. Using this deck in particular. It's a fun deck, and we'll probably play a bit more of it as we go forward. But it's right in my wheelhouse as far as the way I play and like to play. So it goes really wide, and then it makes everything really big. So it's that 1-2 knockout punch style. It runs a suite of removal in the form of some glass caskets and also the Skyclave Apparition. Really big fan of those. Mana ramp, so that's pretty good. And then when you start putting +1/+1 tokens and things like this, they get out of hand really quickly, so that's nice. It's got the landfall mechanic happening, so this Root Grazer, pretty good for a 2-drop 2/3 straight off the bat with Vigilance. That's a really good turn. And you think about what we talked about. It's 2 colours, so it makes it a bit harder to play. So that sort of pays off the butt on it, the 3 defense. But then it's got Vigilance as well, so that's pretty epic. And it's got 2 different mechanics, or 2 different abilities as well. So you've got the ability to be able to tap it, and then you can put a basic land card from your hand onto the battlefield, causing more landfall triggers, which is pretty choice. The other thing that you can do too is if you're in a bit of a bind and you've got yourself set up where you just need to draw some land, you can actually bounce one of your lands back to your hand and then play it. So at end of turn, these are the sorts of things that when you're sitting there and your opponent's passed their turn and they're about to pass it back to you, this is where you can actually do these. And just give yourself those benefits. Things like if you've got your Felidar Retreats or your Scoot Swarms out, you can start to really gain extra upside there. So something to consider. We've already, the Skyclave Apparition, very popular at the moment across the board. Seems to be a lot of people that are running them. Mammoth, I like this card. I think it's good. I think it's a bit of a magnet for getting shot in the face at the moment, because it does get out of hand if it's left to its own devices with that landfall trigger. It sort of gets quite large and in charge, so people generally will shoot in the face as quick as they can, which is a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Scoot Swarm, the all-star. Who doesn't love making insect tokens? Who doesn't love making more Scoot Swarms? I don't know anyone that doesn't, and if they do, they're crazy. If they do mind and they don't like it, then they're crazy, and I'm happy to have all their Scoot Swarms as well. Yeah, I just dig this card. I've always liked this card. I especially like the funny look of the insect token, although the goal would be to make more Scoot Swarms anyway. Elsbeth, just one of, because it recurs from your graveyard, allows you to replay it with that escape mechanic. So this is really good for gaining some life to keep you kicking, but the other thing is too, putting a couple of tokens out, helping you go wide. You can also punch through a bit of extra damage with that -1 ability of +2/+1. So on two different target creatures. So that's pretty cool. Felidar Retreat, if you're not familiar with this, it's an enchantment, so it sits on the battlefield, and then every time you play a land, you can choose whether or not you create a 2/2 white cat beast token, as per what's written on the screen there. Kitty cat with attitude, or the other option is that you can put +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain vigilance until end of turn. So this is really one of the linchpins of this particular deck, is it makes tokens, but the other thing is that it makes all your tokens go from being 1/1s or 2/2s into, you know, +1/+1. So the 1/1s become 2/2s, the 2/2s become 3/3s, etc. All your creatures are starting to get larger and larger and larger, and that's pretty cool. Obviously landfall mechanic, running a full play set of 4 of these Yashans, the elemental boar, the piggy of power. So when this comes into play, you can go and grab a basic plain and a basic forest, which gives you that ability to get those landfall triggers happening over and over again. Yeah, players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. So that's not a bad one as well. So it's okay. It's a pretty good card. It's not fantastic, but once you put a couple of +1/+1 counters on it, he becomes large and in charge. There's a single Elsbeth Conquers Death in there just to get rid of that, you know, the things that you need to get the removal to destroy. And the other thing is too, is it's nothing better than slowing your opponent down for a little bit, and also getting to return, you know, like Skyclave apparition from your graveyard onto the battlefield to remove something. You know, it's pretty cool. Vivian, this is a 3 of, so Vivian Monsters Advocate. To be honest, when I've used this deck, the majority of the time I'm just plussing it. It's not so much, the -2 is great, don't get me wrong, giving the ability to get multiple upsides, but what I've found really useful is putting some bodies down, those tokens, those 3/3 tokens, and having the option to give it vigilance or give it reach or trample, depending on what your next few turns look like, and being able to play creatures off the top of your library. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Sort of land suite wise, what we've got here, you can see here, it's the good old Amira's Call. Amiria's Call. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I find myself majority of the time just using this as a white land, but late game, if you draw into this, it's a great way of just getting a bit of pressure in the air, especially if you start to pump it up as well, and couple of tokens, and all of a sudden they're generally your opponent's like, well, I'm going to tap out. Couple of plains, couple of 5 of each, 5 plains, 5 forests. It's pretty light on, but that's because of all of the other land options we've got. We've got some of the options here when it comes to your fixing. So if you're drawing into a lot of forests and you need I was going to say a swamp then. If you need a plains, you can mix it up. Evolving Wilds. People are like, well, when I first I was like, why do I want that in? And then I'm like, oh, because of the landfall triggers, you're getting 2 in a turn. So that's pretty epic. And then same thing with the Fable Passage. It can lead to some interesting hands to start off with, just a little bit slower, because if you draw a handful of Fables or a mixture of those two, you can get it slowed down a little bit, but mid to late game, it's all gas when you've got stuff that's going to get triggered from it. Yeah, so that's the deck that I've been playing a little bit of. The other deck that I've been playing as well is, you can see here where I've been playing different things, is this Gruul Adventures deck, which I think is fairly popular at the moment. I'll just go through a quick run through of this as well so people are aware of what it's all about. Edgewall Innkeeper, it's primarily it's a first drop. It's a 1/1 for 1 that has the upside of enabling your Lovestruck Beast to be able to attack, which is quite good. The other thing is too is whenever you play any creature that has an adventure, you get to draw a card, which is awesome. It's just refilling your hand. And I've had situations where I've had an empty hand. I've had 2 or 3 of these out, and then I've played, opting to play a Bone Crusher Giant just straight to the board without burning, using its other adventure ability, just to draw some extra cards, which is really good. So you got a full 4 playset of them. Moving on, we've got Scorching Dragonfire. They're doing 3 damage. Exiling, really helpful in this particular format with a lot of recursion happening graveyard-wise. For a 2-drop instant, doing 3 damage, quite good fun. Scavenging Ooze, large and in charge. The ability to be able to eat key pieces out of everyone's graveyard is quite good at the moment. Excuse me. Coughing away. And gain that extra little bit of life, get a little bit larger. It's quite good. This is one of the all-stars of this deck, the Bushfire Elemental. The Hasty can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and landfall triggers. I'm a big fan of this card, as I'm sure a lot of people are. So I've just been using it just to beat face, so that's quite good fun. Bone Crusher Giant All-Star, 2 damage, and then can be played as a 4/3. The cool thing about this too is that if your opponent targets it, they take some damage, or if anyone targets it, yourself included, if it's targeted from a spell, then it does 2 damage to that spell's controller. Just be mindful of this. I've seen a few people get a little bit narky over the time that this card's been in standard, because they're like, oh, how come one thing does it, another thing doesn't do it, and stuff. It's basically got to be a spell that targets it. So if it's an ability that targets it, that's not a spell. If it's something that comes into play like an artifact, then that's not a spell. Like it's got to be an actual spell that targets it. So just be mindful of that. We just talked about this Mammoth before. It is a good card, and obviously in a landfall deck, it's going to help you with your Bana. It's also going to help you with getting some extra power on the battlefield. Lovestruck Beast, we talked about that before. The ability to be able to drop a 1/1 human creature token first turn, then drop a 5/5, and then you can potentially, make it large and in charge of things like the Great Henge, etc. if you've got those in play. Questing Beast, is this a singleton? Just because it's heaps fun when they've got a really wide board to go underneath that board with their power 2 or less and do 4 damage. It can be quite devastating. If you can equip it with, the Ember Cleave as well, and all of a sudden it becomes 10 damage. It's just bonkers. Ox of Organis. Look, I think this card has a place. I've made some horrible errors with it while I was sort of play testing this deck and learning about it. Over the time that it's been in standard, I have, decided to throw it out there just because I then realised that my hand has just gone to my graveyard. So just be mindful that it does actually, when it comes into play, you discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Great if you've got no cards in hand, or 1 card in hand, you're upgrading. Not so good if you're playing it and you've got a full grip. Not so good. The other thing that's cool about this too, just as a side note, is you can escape it for 2. You're exiling 8 cards, which is quite a bit, but if you don't have a deck that's using a lot of the graveyard, this is a good way of using it. The other thing to consider as well with this, it's not a legendary creature, so that's why there's 2 of them. You could have a couple of these in play at once, which is pretty gas, for a 4/2 that can come back from the graveyard and refill your hand. It's pretty good. Ember Cleave, wow, this thing, honestly, I don't know how many times I have thought, well, this game is over, drawn one of these off the top, and then pulled out the win. Just an amazing card. So yeah, for those of you that aren't aware, it's gives +1/+1 and double strike and trample to whatever you put it on. It can be played as very like an instant. It's got flash, so that means that you can attack in, people do their blocks, and then you can cast it and attach it to a creature that's already been blocked, and then you can get the damage through that you need. So if you're attacking, as an example, you're attacking into someone with 3/4/4s, they've got 2 blockers, and they're on 4 life, or even say 6 life, and you're just going to go and drop this down, play it, put it onto one of your 4/4s, making it a 5/5, giving it double strike, you're now doing 10 damage. It's just crazy. The other thing that's gas about this as well, is you can see there, this spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control. Wow. It gets cheaper. So if you've got 4 creatures attacking, it's going to cost you 2 red. Now, it is legendary, so just be aware of that. But it's so good, that's why I'm running 4 of them. Great Henge just means that your creatures, when it says there, this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Yep. Adds 2 green mana, and you gain 2 life every time you tap it. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. So it just gives you that ability to rotate through your deck, get more cards in hand, get more creatures on the battlefield, make those creatures bigger, etc, etc. Punchy McGee, Primal Might, just a good one to get out of trouble every now and then. Dump a bunch of mana into it late game, and then a cheeky onto something with a cheeky Embercleave, and then all of a sudden they're just doing huge amounts of damage. If you've got a pesky flyer, you can make something punch its lights out. It's pretty good. Speaking of punching lights out, so Shatter Skull's Smashing. Red land comes into play tapped unless you pay 3. That in itself is okay, especially when we're talking about the landfall triggers, etc. The good thing about this also is that if you've got some mana sitting around, you can actually use it as a spell, split that damage up. Shatter Skull Smashing deals X damage divided as you choose among 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, Shatter Skull Smashing deals twice X damage divided as you choose among them instead. Look, I have been in a couple of games where I've dropped, I've taken out, like a 9 Ugin and some other big creature, just smashed them to bits. So it can be used that way. Most of the time you're going to find it's good for picking off, especially in the rogue rich environment we're at the moment, picking off a couple of rogues that they've set up to try and block you through. 4 mountains, 9 forests, some sort of lands that allow you to filter a bit, and then obviously, as we talked about earlier, slightly different mix, so rather than 2 and 4, just 1 and 4. But that gives you that ability to be able to get the double triggers in a turn, or multiple triggers for landfall. So yeah, all good in the hood. There's a bunch of other decks that I've been mucking around with, but they're the 2 ones that I've had the most success with. I'm thinking that we'll give the landfall one a bit of a run to kick off with, and then roll into a bit of Gruul Adventures, because that's the more consistent out of the 2. Both fun to play. Excuse me. So we've got a pack to open before we kick off as well. Now, I've got most of the rares, if not all of them, from this set, so this will be, gems, not a surprise. I do love the artwork from this set, some pretty amazing cards. This is a really good card too, Black Bloom Rogue. Comes with Menace. It's a 2/3. Black Bloom Rogue gets +3/+0 as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard. Or it can come into play tapped as a black land. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, okay. All good. Okay, let's get into some games, I reckon. So just as far as we've got 6 games across these two. Hopefully that'll get us enough to get into the festival on the edge. That'd be pretty cool. Which one do I want to play? We'll play the Landfall just because it's a bit fluffier and it's a good wake up deck. I hope you got your beverage of choice, whatever that is. Because obviously, I don't know when you're watching this. You could be watching on YouTube. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. It's not 2 o'clock in the morning here, thank goodness. Although I'm having coffee, so it could be. What's going on? My opponent's hanging out, doing the thing. Yep. Cool. So we've got 3 land here. So that one, and that one. Sure. Sure. Modern Canaan. Bit of a D&D fan by the sounds of it. Modern Canaan. Or maybe a Games Workshop Warhammer Fantasy Mordheim fan, I suppose. Did you like how obscure my reference was then? People are like, "Who? What are you talking about? Speaking in tongues." Let's do a green. Because more than likely we'll play this before we'll be able to play these 7-drop angels. Okay. This. Play a root grazer. See if he gets into play, or is he going to get countered? Either is fine. No, he gets to play. That's cool. And then oh no. Please don't kill my poor 2-2, my 2-3 root grazer. Oh well, it is what it is. Oh, mill deck. Oh my god, what are the chances? Oh, 2 Scooch swarms off the top. Jeez, it's a bit brutal. Yeah. Yeah. I'm happier about that than them killing Mr. Snuffleupagus here. Oh! It did both. That's a bit rude. A little bit rude, I tells ya. Killing Snuffleupagus. Not happy about that. Yeah, okay. Alright, well. Okay, so I contemplated maybe grabbing start building up our board presence, because otherwise we're going to get milled out. We're at, yeah, it's getting a little bit out of hand, I tells ya. Yes. Okay, so let's play this. Then play this. Yeah. Green. Doesn't really matter. Actually, I should have taken that. Yeah, what are you going to do? Okay. All right. Now it's a case of just trying to get getting enough pressure down to cause the damage. Not in a bad position, but we really need to broaden our risk here. Go wide. Let's keep chipping away. Yeah, I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna mill some more. Okay. Don't like the fact that I've misclicked on this. Ugh, it's killing me. Another one. Oh well. That's 4 cards in the bin. Stem a little bit of that bleeding. Yeah. Crabbington the Third, Archdude of banana cakes. All right, that's what we want. That's what we want. Yeah. Go wide, he says. Gross. What are we up to? 11 cards left. Oh, it's looking a bit sketch. Yeah. Oh, all the pigs are gone. Brutal. Or are they? cards I got left? 3. Oh. Okay. That makes it very simple. +1 counter. See you later to you. Cast this. Yeah. Num num num. This one and this one.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah! Whoo, hoo, hoo, hoo. That was tight. Very close. And we go to Diamond rank, tier rank 3. Tier rank? Tier 3. Diamond tier 3. Keep that gold coming. Yeah, we'll play one more of this. See how we go. Is this a keeper? That's the question. Is this a keeper? Looks pretty good to me. Obviously we need to draw some more land, but it is what it is. I'm going to say hello, be polite. I'm going to green land. Not to be confused with a green lantern. I don't know why I said that, but anyway. Yes. Like this. Like this. I do like these land, eh? Old Parquet. He's a good guy, eh? Tell you what. I was very lucky to get to meet him and hang out with him a little bit in Sydney. I lived there. He now lives, I believe, in Berlin. Or at least that's where he's been for a while. I don't know if he lives there. But obviously everything that's going on, he might not be able to leave. My opponent is the Brit. There you go. We have to advance our board state. So we really need to draw land next turn. Oh, this is going to be a rough round for us, let me tell you. Yeah. Land, you beauty, just like a boss. And we're going to do this. And then we're going to do this. Okay, so next with that. Even if they twin block, I'm going to kill this. I need to kill this, if possible. I'm not going to, because they know what they're doing. Now, if they play another one, another thing that activates the Heliod. No, okay. Twice. Oh, now they've got Heliod back again. Damn it. Yeah. So, attacking that, that'll get him. Yeah, okay. I like taking 8 damage, it's my favourite. Okay. So, if we play this, we take this. That's going to beat our face off. We take this, take that. Still in a little bit of trouble because this is a lifelink, but we're not going to get beaten up as badly. Play a scoot mob. We don't have any more land. Play this. We get 2 land. We really need to take out. This. Oh, look out.
Stars and moon, can you hear me calling?
Yeah, that seems fair.
You got me way up high and the rain no falling. Zero gravity with you here and I won't let go.
Excuse me.
Just finding a place where my heart can breathe. And all I know is holding you close now you're here with me. Now it ain't a long way
Yeah. Yeep. Under the bus. Yeah. +1 on him. On the Lumina. No, he's still going to just stack it. Jeez. That's brave. Hopefully I would... that's not what I wanted. Okay.
lost at sea, ain't no hope but floating out here, set adrift on the big wide moon. I don't need no key if I'm right here with you. Now I don't wanna get found as long as I'm lost with you.
So we've got 5 land. That'll be 6, which means we can start making scoots.
Just finding a place where my heart can breathe.
We're in big trouble here.
There ain't no place that I'd rather be.
If I make this pro white, we lose the game. They didn't, so that's okay. go. Yeah. Made an angel. Awesome. We are in lots of trouble. If I play this, and I play this, and I play this, and then I can't do very much at all. Yeah, that's it. Cancel, no attacks. So we have 4. Oh, a million. Just a cheeky million. So I got 4, 7, 8, 10, 15, 16. 23. And we can stop some of it. That's it. Okay. Nice. I can go there. And that can go there. I'll do that. Yeah! A billion. And they're going to make another one. And I'm screwed. About 10 turns too late, but sure. Let's do this. Yeah! And then play this. It largely does not matter at this point in time, considering the fact that you have 11 damage. Was it no 5 and 4, so 9 damage on board in the air without me having an ability to stop it. All right, okay, that was a bit of fun for a warm up. Let's get into some beats. Some beats. A couple of my friends were asking me how come I don't draft. It's not that I don't draft, it's just that I currently have been focusing on playing constructed. It's not that I don't like drafting or anything like that, I just haven't been doing it. There's only so much time in a day. True? Take 1 damage to the face. Haha. Why would you take both greens? Oh, man. Why? Why? Don't understand. It's my fault. I should select the land that I'd like you to play. Come on, counter it. That'd be awesome. Cool. And just tapped. Play this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, actually, let's do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Submit. Five, 3. And why did I select land and not creatures? Because if I get another ooze, he can eat it. Like that, huh? Wow, impressed. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like so. What do we got in here? Probably not many left. 1, 2. Yeah. Doesn't matter because you killed it. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. And this. Yeah, I was about to say they have lost this game if they don't block. And even then, they'd still block. Still lose. Yeah, they were up against it anyway. Take 3. So I would have done 6, so 12 with the bull. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so they would have had 1 life left. I think. Spine Chaser. Flying, Vigilance, gets +1 flying as long as you control artifacts. As long as you control enchantment. Oh, cool. Some water. See what happens now. What are these cool sleeves? Oh, different sleeves. What are they? Wow, they're cool. It's full of angry. Yes. Yes. Ow. Yeah. Do this. And do a bit of this. And do a bit of this. Uh-oh. That stopped me. Cheeky.
Like my skin was made of metal. I've been raising hell out here in the jungle. Pick up my brothers who stumble. That shit ain't nothing. I couldn't break down to rubble. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Break out.
I'm a straight up breakout. Worldwide shut down, I'm a breakout. Big moves, big G's, I'm a breakout. More tracks, more racks for the breakout. More food, man, I'm looking like takeout. Now fools like cookies and a steakout. Bare bites for the lash for the breakout. Gang, 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 it's a breakout.
Okay. Okay.
me saying words in.
Bit of a stalemate, this one, at the moment. I will, if they attacked with the lock. Okay, cool. If they attack with this, I would have blocked with that and one of those. If they attack with this, I would have blocked with one of those. Okay.
You've got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me.
Sure.
I can't breathe. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no. You've got me saying words in.
What's this guy's? Wobbling because of that flash reach. Yeah, cool. Whenever you another non-human creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X. X and more. Jeez. Jeez. That's bad. I know it's kooky and wild for me to say that losing a creature is bad, but you know. So 11, 17. Yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. Yeah, the moral victory. Good game. Oh. That's right. You got me. You got me. You got me good. I'm still just staying in that diamond tier. Need to get a couple of good wins under our belt. Tells you, chat. Got to do it. Why are we not winning, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Tell you what, Magic has amazing artwork. Cannot be denied. I'm gonna have to mulligan this one because I don't like the idea of not having any green or a way of getting the other colour. This is not bad. I'll keep this and I will pitch that. Like this. Oh, I should have said hello. How rude of me. What colour are they going to go for? Black. Okay. Don't kill my stuff. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Alright. That's a bit different to where I thought you were going to head. I'd really like a red land next turn. That would be cool. A red untapped land. Just like a normal mount. That'd be awesome. Well, ask and you shall receive. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get this questing beast into play. Now, hopefully this will bait them to either flash something in or counter this. If that's the case, yeah, okay. Cool. That's what I wanted to happen. That's not what I wanted to happen. Well, it is what it is. Next turn we play this, then we play this. So that'll take us 3, theoretically, as long as it survives. That'll be a 3, 4, so we'll do 8 damage. Would have been better if we got that questing beast down, I reckon. You cheeky little minx. Yeah. Oh. Oh well. It is what it is. Why for do you kill my dogs and call him go away? Did I move Loris across? Or have they got a counter in hand? Oh, look out. Oh man. You ever get that feeling like it's slipping through your fingers? That's how I'm feeling right now. We really need to get back into this game. Not what I wanted. We do not want land right now. We want lots and lots of hard-hitting stuff, like Bernie McBurnface. Oh my lordy. Yeah. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Oh, milled out. That's not so good. Does happen. Okay, so we just dropped down to tier 4. So hopefully we can win a couple of games, because at the moment we're sort of sticking around the same amount. We win a couple and lose a couple. Oh, playing against good old Peter. Peter Pumpkin Eater. Yeah, it's a good hand, relatively speaking. Say hi to my opponent. Go there. Play this. Play this. Excited there. Yeah, let's do this. And this. And this. Oh, that's brutal, eh? Cool land. One for the good guys. Back up to 3. Alright, all the way through to Mythic. Number 1 in the world now. No losses. Sure, that's gonna happen. Look at that. A couple of little cheeky things. So what do we need for that? This 2,000? 2,500. Jeez, a little way off that. Okay, so we've got 3 more wins to get here. And then we'll see what happens. Holy McDooley. Hello and good luck, hopefully. That's cool. I like the, was it Taku Bell? Taku Bell. Taku Bell. Yeah. Play this. Play this. I'll have to get rid of this because it'll just block our stuff. Okay. Awesome.
Looking up, staring through the sky. Finding ourselves out in the night. Losing it all just to feel right. Never know what it feels like. Unless you learn to feel right.
Oh, another one. Jeez. Wow. Okay. No! Damn it! What are you doing, O'Neill? Oh, gosh, what an idiot. Frustrated with myself now from making that critical failure.
Losing it all just to
DMA. this. Num num num. Need this. Play this. And attack.
What's it gonna take for you to let it go? You got a dark side hiding like a ghost. But if you let me see through, I promise I will keep you close. Underneath the surface, far below. Shallow breathing.
What does this guy do? Yeah. Okay. 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 That was really tense. I was really tense on that one after I made that error. It's like, no, I'm throwing it away. Throwing it all away. Yeah, I was looking at the land and going, oh yeah, cool, I'll play this, and then I'll do this, and I clicked on the land straight off. I'm like, no! Some gems, some XP. Gotta love it. So it's pretty much rogues, Gruul adventure. I would say probably white weenie light game sort of big decks and that sort of thing. What else is there? What other decks are really popular at the moment? Azori's is pretty good, like sort of the Blink deck. Yeah. Comment in below for the YouTube clip on what you think is the meta at the moment. In chat, obviously do the same thing. Although Azori's is pretty much, yeah. Red deck, obviously, as there's always a red deck. I don't like this hand at all. I'm mulligan it. This hand is not much better, but anyway. Let's pitch that back. Go. Done. Say hello. Yeah, black, mono black, as if I'm on point. Cleric's deck. This is probably a yeah, it is a cleric's deck, quite possibly. Uh-oh. 5/5 flying lifelinker. That's a tough gig. Because I'm not getting life gain like that. That's the issue. I'm in big trouble. Yeah. They got me. Good game. What are the chances that a flyer, just flyer, full stop, is going to cause problems for a, at least in this point in time, green deck? Oh well. You get that. Come on, I need to win this and every other game ever. No, just some more, just to get to up. It's a bit of a seesaw at the moment, isn't it? Don't like this a heap either, but what do we got? The hinge back for now. See if we can bait out the removal onto this rather than onto the edge wall innkeeper.
Don't wander around your memory, because you might get lost.
Team spec. Let's go like this. And like this. And like this. So we got one there. Made my choice a lot easier for me. This. just thought I'd lost the land for a second. I was freaking out. It's like, oh no! 2 lands into the bin. That's not very nice. Alright, let's... Well, actually... Yeah. Let's do this. Jeez, they're protecting their stuff a lot. I don't understand. What am I missing here? So you get 2, maybe 3 lands left. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. And this. Okay, that was a little awkward. I don't know why they were sitting back so much. Like I would have probably blocked earlier on, but I don't know. It is what it is. Grabbing the water. The reason I keep leaning down for it is because if I put it on the bench, it's really tall and it sort of obscures some of my view of the monitor. It's not ideal, as you can imagine. Yeah, this is a keeper. It's a keeper. See you, buddy. No millage on me, buddy. Oh. Maybe a bit of millage. Better 3 than 6, I guess. Unfortunately, it happens. Oh gosh, good on you, Shuffler. You do the best job. Okay. Yeah, we can't have this continuing to do its thing. So we're going to wait until next turn and play the Mammoth. I was about to play it as a land, but then I realised I can't play the Ox regardless. Like this. Okay. More power to you, buddy. Why did I play that extra land? Because if I draw a land next turn, I want to be able to use all of my land every turn. Whereas if I hold on to it and then, oh yeah, cool, I can get through, it's not going to work so much. That's what I'm going to get. Questing Beast, probably. That's what I'd grab. Yeah. Okay. Tell you what, red mana would be good right now. Wow, impressive. Just give me one. Just give me one red mana, please. Yeah, that's not happening. Come on, a red mana, a red mana, a red mana. Bounce one of these. What's the plan? No, crap. Okay, play a land. Give me one red land. One red. One red. One red. Yay, yay, yay. What have we got here? So, 1, 2, 3. What, this one in there? 1, 2, 3. I'd really like it if we got. I don't know what. I really don't know what I need at the moment. Active Defiance. And I don't mean on the card, just a purely thing. Say good game, and then instant. Damn. Right on the bubble again. On the bubble between tier 3 and tier 4. I'd rather be on the bubble of tier first player of the best in the universe versus and the second one. We have improved. You're right, chat. We have improved. Since the start of the chat, we've gone from 1 pip. We've gone up 1 pip. And sometimes you're going to get that. It's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to convince myself, by the way. Yes, chat. I love you too. It's all good. Mulligan. Keep. It's not much better, but it is what it is. Pop that in there. Yeah. Play this. Play this. Yeah. Play this. Play this. Yeah. We both have removal. First blood. I'd like a Fable Passage now. That'd be awesome. That'll do. Eh. I am not unhappy to cause 7 damage in 1 turn. Kind of forced my hand a bit there. It is what it is. I wonder what they're going to do now. Flightless bears. That's pretty impressive. Net gain, use the card, and now you get to pick if you want to do 3 damage to me or 3 damage to me. Oh, come on. Jeebus. Exactly where we ended up. Started off for me. Alright. Alright, come on, let's finish on a upside. Win this. This would be the perfect finish. Win this. That would mean that we level out 15 or 15. We'll be better off, and we've got a booster open after. This will be the last game of the day. The glory day. The glory game. It's not a bad hand to start off with. Happy with that. Alright, alright. Let's do it. Nixu, sorry, you are gonna have to lose. Just how it is. Liking it. Play this. Play this. Don't wrap the board, please. Don't wrap the board. They're deep in the tank. They pitch a land. They play a Lotus Cobra. Play land. Red, yeah. Oh, come on. Are you for serious? Play land. Play this. Yep. Oh my gosh. I wonder if our opponent is going to dream crush, take our dream away from us. Probably not. Doubt it very much that they have the ability to do that. But just for case of storytelling, let's say that they can. 4, okay. Yes. Okay, so got 3, 6, 7 land. We can win this, I think. Oh no, we can't. Oh no! No! Jesus. Good game. Yeah. Well done. Well done. That was close. Not unhappy with the way that ended up, even though we didn't advance our Mythic initiative. It was a pretty good final game. So, all right, let's open this last booster pack, or this booster pack. See what happens. Cool. Poor horsey. Squiddly. Oh, gold. Like it. Okay. Well, that's it for today's stream. It's time to finish up. Time to end the stream for today. I really appreciate everyone thanking everyone following and checking out my YouTube channel and following there as well. It's been really helpful to get started. Exciting stuff to come in the next few weeks. So yeah, cool. See you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, let's see if we can actually move the needle upward rather than not. All right, catch you later, guys. Have a fantastic one.
Hotel rooms and wasted views. My eyes only focus on you. I could just leave, but that would mean good. Yeah, gin, no juice, just useless moves. My taking heart's no use to you, but it still feels good just laying by your. But the dream of us is magic. 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 Close enough to kiss you. I take my chances in another life, 'cause in this one you can't be mine. Don't you look at me that way, 'cause I need your help just to resist your touch. A little bit is way too much. Hotel rooms and wasted views. My eyes only focus on you. I could just leave, but that would mean good. Yeah. Gin, no juice, just useless moves. My taking heart's no use to you, but it still feels good just laying by your. But the dream of us is magic. 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 The dream of us is magic.